Hello and welcome back. In our last video, we look at the design of the sign in and sign up pages. Today we are going a step further. We will explore how to make our sign up form secure and reliable by adding input validation. This is a crucial step in any web development project. We will discuss how to check user input on the front end using JavaScript and on the back end using PHP. We will walk you through my index.php file and the new signup process.php file explaining the code in a simple, easy to understand way. Our goal is to make sure every user who sign up provides correct and safe information. First, let's talk about the design. As you can see from this screen, I have created a clean and modern user interface for our eShop sign up page. The validation for the first name field ensures the user provides first name before proceeding. Uh, the field is empty when the user clicks sign up button. The system checks if the first name field is blank. If the field is empty, a red error message box appears at the top of the form with the text, "Please enter your first name." This prevents form submission until the user fills in the required information. Now I fill the first name field and I will click the sign up button. Now I show the error is please enter your last name. The system verifies that the last name field is not empty when the user attempts to sign up. If the field is blank, a red message is displayed. Please enter your last name. This prompts the user to complete all necessary fields. Now I fill the last name and again I will click the sign up button and I will show please enter your email. The email field requires two types of validation, checking for emptiness and ensuring a valid format. This field is empty or contain an invalid email format. The system first checks if the email field is empty. If it is, the form cannot be submitted, and the error message stating please enter your email appears if the field is empty. Additionally, a server-side check would ensure the email follows a standard format and it is not already registered. Now I set the valid email and now I again in sign up button. Now I show the error message please enter your password. The password field is critical for security and is validated to ensure it meets specific criteria. The system checks if the password field is empty. More advanced validation would also check for password strength such as minimum characters and a combination of uppercase letters, lowercase letters, numbers and symbols. If the field is empty, a red alert box displays the message, please enter your password. Now I set the valid password and again I will check the sign up button. I will come the error message, please enter your mobile number. The mobile number field is validated to ensure it contains a valid phone number. The system verifies that the mobile number field is not empty. In addition, it checks that the number has a specific number of digits and follows a valid pattern. If the field is empty, the error message "Please enter your mobile number" is displayed. If the number is not in the correct format, a similar error would be shown to guide the user. And now I set the valid mobile number, and I will check the sign up button and the all data fields in the input field, and I will click the sign up button and registration is successful, and I will check the my database. This user is stored here. Let's talk about the index.php file is our front end, the part of the application that the user sees and interact with. Think of it as the reception desk of our website. It is built using HTML for structure and Bootstrap for styling, making it responsive and visually appealing. Our main container is a div with the ID signup box. The ID is important because it is the unique identifier that allows our JavaScript to target this specific section of the page. This is where all the input field and button for our sign up form are located. In this box, we have a series of form elements. Each element has it its own ID, which is a key concept here. Fname is the input field user first name. Fname is the input field for the user's first name, and lname is input field for the user's last name. Email is the input field of email address. Password is the input field for their password, and mobile is the input field for their mobile numbers. All are here. Gender, a drop-down menu select the user's gender. Notice how this part uses PHP to dynamically fetch gender option from the database, ensuring our list is always up to date. Another critical element is the alert box with ID message div. It is initially hidden using the dnone bootstrap class. This is our communication hub. If there is an error or a success message, our JavaScript will make this div visible and display the relevant message inside the inner div with the ID message. Finally, we have two buttons. The sign up button has an on-click event that trigger the sign up function in our JavaScript, and the sign in button use change view to switch between sign up to sign in form. Now let's talk about the script.js file that powers the forms functionality. This JavaScript code is responsible for handling the user's input and communicating with our server-side script. The core logic is contained within a single function named signup. First, the function grabs the values from all the input fields on the HTML page. We use document.getElementById to select each field by its unique ID. For example, this line gets the value from the first name field, and these lines are same procedure to get values. Next, we create a form data object. Think of this as a special container that package all the user's data, first name, last name, email, password, mobile, gender, into the single object that can be easily sent to the server. We use f.append to add each piece of data to this container. For, for instance, this line assigns the values of the first name input to a variable name f to be sent to the server, and these whole lines are I will create a same procedure. This is where the magic of Ajax comes in. We are we have created a new XML HTTP request object which allows our script to send and receive data from the server without reloading the entire page. The request dot already state change function is like a listener. It waits for a response from the server. Once the server's response is complete and successful, the, the code inside the block. The server side script signup process.php process the user's data and perform validation. It sends back a response, and our JavaScript code checks what that response is. If the response is string success, it means registration was successful. When then update an HTML element on the page like a message box to display registration successful and change it, it is styled to a green success alert. If the response is anything else, it means there was an error, like an invalid email or missing field. The server sends back a descriptive error message, which we then display in the same message box, letting the user know exactly what went wrong. This is crucial for a good user experience. Finally, we use request open uh, post signup process.php to prepare the request and specify that we are sending the data using a post method to our signup process.php file, and the request.send command send the package data to the server, completing the process. Now let's look at the PHP code that powers this form. We will break down the signup process.php file line by line to understand how it handles the user data and validate it. And this line includes a separate file name connection.php. It is a standard practice to keep database connection detail in a separate file for security and better code organization. This line retrieves the data sent from the signup form using the HTTP post method. The variable are assigned based on the name attribute of the form field. This line is get the first name, this line last name, email, and that line password, mobile number, and gender. This is where we start our input validation. We use an if block to check for various conditions. The code will be execute the first if or else if blocks that evaluate to true and then stop. Here we first check if the first name field is empty. If it is, we send the error message back to the user, and if it is not empty, when we check if its length exceeds 50 characters, which is a common practice to prevent excessively long entries that could disrupt the database. And we do the same validation of the last name. The logic here is identically to the first name validation. We ensure the last name is not empty and that it's within a responsible length limit. Next, we validate the email address. For the email, we have three checks. First, we confirm it is not empty, and second, we make sure it doesn't exceed 100 characters, and finally, we use PHP built-in filter bar function with filter validate email to check for a valid email format. This is a crucial step to ensure that data is correctly structured. Now let's validate the password. Password must be validated for security. We check that the field is not empty and, and that the password length is within a specific range. In this case, between 5 to 15 characters. The mobile number is next in our list. Uh, for the mobile number, we first ensure it is not empty. We then enforce that it must have exactly 10 digits. The final and most important check is using a regular expression to validate the format. This expression, this line, is especially designed to match Sri Lankan mobile numbers starting with 07 followed by a specific digit and the 7 other digit. If the all above validation pass, we move to the else block, which handle database operation. Uh, this is the database part. Before inserting a new user, we perform a crucial check. Does a user within this email already exist? We run select query to search the users table for the provided email, and this line count the number of rows returned. Uh, if the count $n is greater than 0, it means an account with that email already exists. We send an error message to the user preventing them from creating a duplicate account. And that code line, if no existing user is found, we proceed to registration. We create a date time object and set the time zone to Asia Colombo. To get the correct local time and date, this date is formatted and stored in the date variable, which will be used as the join date. And this query, uh, finally we execute the insert query uh, to add the new user's information to the database. We insert the email, first name, last name, password, mobile number, the current date and time, gender, and the default status ID of 1. After the insertion is successful, we send a success message back to the client, which which can be, which can then be used to redirect the user to a new page or show a confirmation message. This comprehensive validation and database process ensure that our sign-up page is not only user-friendly but also secure and robust, handling potential errors and ensuring data integrity.